Jim, a game that could have gone either way, but ultimately one we've come out on the wrong side of.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a game that lacked any real quality. You know that's going to be the case when you come down here. Kilmarnock are fighting for their lives, and obviously, you know, the surface makes it very difficult for both sets of players to get the ball down and play. So it was a real physical battle, I thought, for 90 minutes. Really scrappy. Both sets of defenders defending the boxes really, really well, and you know, we always believed that one goal would be enough to take it. The real gripe from us is the fact that, you know, we lose the game to a goal like that one. I've watched it back now numerous times from a number of different angles, and I can't believe for the life of me why VAR hasn't ruled that one out. It's actually very similar to the goal that Motherwell scored a few weeks ago against Rangers at Rugby Park, and there was a similar incident with Butland, and VAR ruled that one out. And you know, it's that consistency that we're all looking for across the board. Had the game finished 0-0, I don't think there would have been too many arguments from myself or from Derek. I thought we had the better of the you know, final third entries in terms of getting into some good positions. I thought, you know, just the final ball left us down. Sam Dalby's really unlucky at 0-0 with a header that comes back off the crossbar. But had the game finished 0-0, you know, you probably would have taken a point, given how, you know, scrappy the game was. But you know, we can't accept losing the game in the fashion that we did with the foul on Jack Walton.
Yeah, a lot of people say that goalkeepers are quite protected in those scenarios, but it definitely looked like Watkins led with his arms.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people as well. You know, I'm quite old-fashioned when it comes to that. You know, I do think that the goalkeepers get far too much protection. But, you know, we need consistency across the board. I don't know what Jack Walton is meant to do in that scenario when he's, you know, just about to try and spring up off the ground to go and catch the ball, and the Kilmarnock player clearly jumps into him with his right arm across Jack Walton's face before he gets any contact on the ball. If he contacts the ball first and then the collision happens, then fair enough, we'll accept it. But I just don't understand how VAR don't at least give the referee a decision to make on that one. And no doubt we'll get an explanation from Willie Collum, but as I said, there's been numerous decisions like that over the course of the season where the goalkeeper has been given the foul, and you know, the fact that it's cost us a point or possibly 3 points is extremely disappointing.
Did you get a chance to speak to the officials about it in the moment?
Well, I haven't had a chance to speak to the referee because I'm not sure he's actually seen it back yet. You know, it's the guys in the VAR studio that have given the goal. I always believe the referee should be the one that makes that final decision, and when, especially, you know, on game-changing decisions like that, I think the referee should be the one that's going to the monitor, watching it from all the different angles like we did, and I'm pretty sure he would have came to the correct outcome, which would have been a free kick to us.
You touched on it a wee bit earlier, but in that second half we did get into quite a lot of good areas. We had a couple of half chances, but the use of the final ball just wasn't quite there, was it?
Yeah, I mean, look, we've been, you know, we've been really, really good most of the season in terms of getting into wide areas and putting some good deliveries into the box, and you know, getting first contacts on those. You know, I don't want to make too many excuses about the surface, but you know, it is something. You know, we train on grass every day. More often than not, we play on a grass pitch, and then when you come down here, you know, it's different, and the players, you know, it's just a different bounce of the ball, surface. You know, the ball getting stuck in the surface, things like that. I know it's the same for both teams, but it's definitely an advantage for the home team because, you know, they train on it every day, and yeah, it just creates a really scrappy game. I don't remember ever watching a fantastic game of football down here, given the surface. But look, it wasn't a defeat due to a lack of application or desire or commitment from the players. I thought, you know, we fought and we scrapped, but you know, we get undone by a really poor referee decision.
It's maybe the first time this season that this particular group is going through a wee bit of a difficult spell. Is that a chance for you to see a different side to their character now?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's no panic as far as I'm concerned. You know, from, you know, obviously we've had a few poor results in recent games, but you know, we've probably, if I mentioned the word not carried luck, then people would maybe throw it back at me with regards to the early part of the season when, you know, we maybe carried a lot of luck in terms of late goals and, you know, getting penalty decisions in our favour. we've hit the woodwork again here tonight. We hit the woodwork 3 times on Sunday against Rangers. Whether that's luck or whether that's just down to poor finishing in the moment. But we're not concerned. We've put ourselves in a fantastic position right now. We're still sitting third in the table. We want to get those points as early as possible to guarantee the top 6. But this group of players has done brilliant to put us here where we are right now, and we've just got to try and get back to winning ways as soon as possible.
Yeah, times like these, maybe the parts of the season where you need to remind yourself of the targets that we did set at the start of the campaign.
Yeah, look, we're bang on course in terms of those targets that we have set. I think this group of players has probably exceeded a lot of people's expectations. That top 6 is starting to bunch up now. You can see it with the likes of Hearts and Hibs going on good runs, and I think we all expected that, because I felt all season they were in false positions given the quality of players that they have. But in terms of the gap between ourselves in third and Aberdeen in fourth, that remains the same. We just feel that today we didn't deserve to lose the game over the whole piece. Had we taken a point, then it probably would have been a fair result, but we definitely didn't deserve to lose.
Just finally, we've got a couple of weeks now to get this out our system before going back to Parkhead, and do you feel we'll be in a wee bit of a better place than the last time we had to go there?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're not, there's no doom and gloom. Of course we're always disappointed when we lose, and especially when you put so much into the build-up in the training week, preparing for the game. Kilmarnock didn't do anything different to what we expected. They get the ball forward early, they fight and scrap for those first and second balls, they try and get you turned, and I thought we managed all of that side of the game really, really well. All that was missing was the end product in the final third, and that bit of good fortune in front of goal. But the players will be fine. We're not going to be too down in the dumps about it. Teams lose games. It's always about how you respond to that, and I've got no doubt that the character within this dressing room will react in a positive fashion.